Good afternoon, class. My name is Christine Lawyer, and I'm here to talk about the creation of the White House Signal Detachment and tell you how it became the unit that I'm in today, called White House Communications Agency. When you see the President of the United States in public giving a speech behind his podium, have you ever thought to yourself, who makes that happen? When you see the Secret Service standing around protecting him with the earpiece in his ear, have you ever thought about who gives them their communications? Most people don't realize that there is a group of military men and women in a command known as the White House Communications Agency making all of this happen. I'd like to start by giving you a brief history of how the unit was created and how it's evolved into White House Communications Agency today. White House Communications Agency was originally created in 1942 and known as the White House Signal Detachment. It was under the War Department and given to the Military District of Washington to command. It consisted of 32 military members of the Army and was located in the basement of the White House. Its purpose was to provide the President of the United States communications at the White House and at Shangri-La, which is now known as Camp David. As with most military units, it's evolved into much more than what it was originally intended. The White House Signal Detachment underwent 2 reorganizations before it came to be known as the current name White House Communications Agency. In 1954, still under Roosevelt's administration, the command changed to the Office of Chief Signal Officer, Army Signal Corps, and they changed their name to the White House Army Signal Agency. It remained that way until 1962, when President Kennedy's administration transferred the command to the Defense Communications Agency that we know as Defense Information Systems Agency today. It was put under the command of the White House Military Operations, and its name was finally changed to White House Communications Agency. As technology and the President's popularity continued to grow, so too did the purpose of the White House Military Communications Agency. White House Communications Agency evolved into a joint service command, taking on the Army, the Air Force, the Marines, and the United States Coast Guard, as well as the Navy. And it has expanded greatly over time. It finally moved from the basement of the White House and relocated into its own building on the Anacostia Annex, which is actually attached to Bolling Air Force Base. It now consists of 6 staff elements and 7 organizational units and well over 500 military men and women, as well as civilians. The purpose of White House Communications Agency has changed as well. We no longer provide just stateside communications, but worldwide communication for the President, the Vice President, the First Lady, senior White House staff, the National Security Council, and the United States Secret Service. What originated as a small Army detachment by the War Department could never have possibly envisioned just how big and worldwide the joint communication has become today. I've given you a brief history of when the White House Signal Detachment started, how it became the White House Army Signal Agency, and finally when it got its name as the White House Communications Agency, and how big it has evolved. I hope this will provide you with a little history. Thank you very much.